All right, so this is the self-defense seminar techniques we're going to do. Just to give you a heads up, I might talk a little quick, but it's much more to make sure that you have the ability to see everything in one short video. So the first piece we're going to do is be super base. That means I'm going to pull him with two hands, and he's going to basically shift his body weight, so that way his front leg's a kickstand. Most of his weight is going to be centered low, and he's going to be leaning away from me, okay?
Front leg is straight.
Front leg is straight, or whatever is comfortable for your base. Don't let me pull you. So see how I pull harder, and as his front leg got a little straighter, so again it shifted. And as I pulled him, he shifted his weight, so sometimes that shift needs to occur. The same thing occurs if I push him, which is the second technique. If I push him, he's going to lean a little bit with the shoulder. He's going to not bring his shoulder over his knee, and then I go to push him, his back leg will give quite a bit of resistance for the kickstand. If he happens to be losing the fight, he'll readjust his feet, so he can refine his foundation. Third technique, this is going to be 2-on-1. 2-on-1 means that I'm going to be pulling one hand with two hands. He'll drop his super base so he can't get pulled anymore. He's going to swing, bring his hand over. This hand is a fist. He'll reach through, grab his pinky, and come through both of my thumbs. See how his elbow comes in and out. One more time, same thing, other side. He'll find a super base so he can't get pulled. He'll make a fist. He'll reach over. He'll pry up. His elbow comes in order to get it out completely. Fourth technique, high noon. High noon occurs when he's getting pulled, he drops, he finds his base. He finds his base, and long enough, he's going to swing one elbow in, not across. He'll actually come swing it right in, and there you go. And then the other one will come right in. Keep in mind when he's doing this, if you watch this arm, watch his elbow. He actually will drop his body lower, and his elbow will swing into me. And this is now the pivot. Last time, I pull, he drops, comfortably picks his first arm, and then his second arm. Watch the rotation. Watch his rotation a little quicker. Watch his hips. He rolls. So again, make sure the power comes from the hips and talk on the phone. For push or for the rowing, this is the fifth technique. Hands come here. I go to push him. He stops himself. He'll take his lead hand. He'll bring his elbow just over my forearm and continue moving it. He does the same thing. He'll turn his hips. Okay. One more time. Switch your feet. I go to push. He gives a little foundation. He uses his hips to turn.
Step back.
And he uses his hips to turn. Good. Added bonus, which Miss Katie will do. This is not on the video, but if I'm pushing, as soon as you get your first arm free, you'll step back as you turn your hip. Sixth technique. It's going to be the standing arm bar. This is going to be done first. What it will look like eventually is if someone goes to push. So if I'm pushing him, he'll control my wrist, he'll turn and pivot right at my hand, his arm will come over.
All digits.
This is the technique. Where we're going to teach it is he's going to ring the rag. Both hands come up. If you turn sideways, it really is just to grip it and drop your elbows in, okay? And then he's going to leave his leg underneath his shoulder. He'll swing around. This hand will roll. Now my palm is up. The elbow will come over. He'll slide into me. Now his armpit is over my tricep. He squeezes this elbow, and he's going to lean onto me. And as he does, he'll push his hip into me so I can't go anywhere. And then he'll pry up. Position 7 is getting up. Getting up for demo is you'll sit in like this. And just to get up, use your front foot and your back hand to bring your hips up and to swing your back foot down. See how high his hip is, and you stand up away from your partner. That's getting up. There's a lot of other things we'll add to it, but that's the first basic. The second one we want to teach for this is placing the hand or the elbow on his front knee for assistance. So his hand goes on his front knee or his elbow, and then you go to your knee. And that helps you stand up. So those are your two alternatives, and there's a lot of other stuff will go with that. Dead weight. Dead weight will occur when we do like a double-handed pull or a single-handed pull, and they fall. Boom.
Failed super base.
He's going to turn on the side that I'm holding, so he'll roll into a fetal position on that shoulder. He uses support by grabbing his own wrist. He pulls up, nice and pretty, and then he extends his legs, and now I can't pull. The other variation, if he's on his back and I have two hands, you can go to either direction, and he'll pick one side or the other. Now I can't pull. Okay? That's it. Thank you.
Thank
Peace.
you. Peace.